Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome, welcome.
Your 15 recap, and I, if I seem unenthusiastic, it's because this past week really just did a number on all of us. It was atrocious beyond belief.
Everybody got a swift kick in the ass this last week, even if you won. It came at a cost.
And it was a good week to have the bye. But
yeah,
let me tell you, it's almost like the league's been leading up to this week. I heard a stat today that only 6 QBs have been averaging 2 touchdowns since Thanksgiving.
Jeez. Oh my God.
It's brutal. And I mean, when we look at the league this week, and it was the lowest scoring week in the NFL in I think the last 70 years.
All right.
Or something ridiculous like that. Just it was atrocious. We got through it. I'm not sure we want to revisit it, but we're going to at least go through the results of what happened in our matchups. But dear God, I'm just ready for week 16 for this to be over. Up into Christmas, it really kills your spirit.
Yeah. Speaking of killed spirit, I guess we can go into the first set of predictions. Myself versus Rick. Closest game of the week. 3 points. He beat me by 3 points.
Yep. And I mean, you had Prescott, who should have done amazing going into that week. Taysom Hill,
who should have done amazing going into that week.
Williams, Mixon. It was
everybody did so bad. I mean, I had messaged Rick while we were watching it unfold, and I was like, "You and I are having the competition of who's going to shit the bed the most," and yeah. I won.
Fair enough. You did.
Yeah.
But you made the playoffs, and Rick.
I said,
congratulations! He made it past the first round.
Milestones for both of us. Rick made it past the first round. I made it here.
Now, in that game, I think I did have you edging out Rick, didn't I? So
I know I had me. I think you did too.
Yeah, I think just for the enjoyment of Rick losing every year in the first round, but obviously that didn't happen. Let's look at the Keely-Boomer matchup.
Another one that I thought was going to be close turned into a huge blowout because Boomer suffered from similar losses to the rest of us. Like he had Tom Brady who got 3.5 points. I mean, like he got Kamara who got 5 points. Like
from the best quarterback in NFL history, 3.5 points. Just
well, and then also Boomer had like Mike Evans, who's gone now because he got whatever injury he had. I mean, that's it. Keely had Leonard Fournette, who at least got 13 points before. He's now on the IR going into next. Is he on the IR yet? He's either way. He's probably gone for this week. Like, I just looking at everybody who played last week, especially the Saints Bucks game. That was just brutal.
9-0, a 9-0 loss for the Buccaneers. That's fucking atrocious. Oh, just so terrible. But I think I actually had Keely in that matchup.
I think I did too.
Good to see Keely making into the later this year. Going down to the bottom, we've got
the biggest upset.
We've got Daryl beating out Tim. Tim's just been downtrodden this year, and he's really not having it.
Tim's been down, and now the season's decided to kick him after already knocked him down. They're like, eat a little bit more mud, Tim. Because now Tim has found himself in the dreaded Nick Cage. However, speaking of, he's probably going to do pretty good because speaking of the last game, Rocco beat out other Nick, shocking no one.
Yeah.
And that's now who Tim is playing. And if other Nick wasn't going to come out and actually put a legal lineup to beat his brother, I doubt he's going to do it for Tim.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? When you find yourself in the cage match, it's always good to go up against a weakling. And Nick just hasn't put in the effort this year, and Tim might not get last place.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But I think going in, easy prediction there. I think we're both on the Tim side.
Oh, yeah.
Going into your matchup with Boomer, which has started because we're doing this late because we're terrible people. And so the 8 o'clock game tonight is going.
And I had to luckily remember that today was Thursday, and put in Jimmy G, who is currently playing as a quarterback, instead of Taysom Hill, who is now on the COVID list as of like last night or this morning or something like that.
Good catch.
That could have been bad.
That could have been very bad. So
I
have you in that matchup.
I have me in that matchup too. I mean, you got to vote for yourself. You got to have the confidence. And I just feel like, especially after last week, I think I've just got more options than Boomer's team.
Yeah. And speaking of options, hopping up ahead to the Mojo Rising matchup, Rich versus Keely.
Rich might be suffering from the same trend he's been doing before, because he also got hurt by a whole slew of COVID things this week. Lucky he was in the bye week last week. It might hurt him too much this week, and Keely seems to be on a roll.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with that momentum and go with Keely. So
yeah,
well, we'll see how it turns out. I think we're pretty even on picks going into this. So
I want to believe in the underdog too. I kind of want to go with Keely also, just because, like, you got to believe. What a Cinderella story.
Oh, truly.
All right, you against Rick. I think I want to go with Rick.
I gotta go me, man.
You gotta go you, but I think I want to go Rick.
So it comes down to that matchup. Huh?
It comes down to that matchup, I think, because potentially we might decide someone differently between Daryl and Rocco, because they are still there fighting out in the scraps for not quite the cage match. Ooh. But they're fighting it out for 8th and 9th. You're going Daryl?
Going Daryl.
I think I'm going Daryl too. I mean, Rocco's just had a rough go of things as well, and he beat his brother last week, but he's just had such bad luck every other week. I think I'm going to go Daryl.
I'm pretty sure he paid for McCaffrey a couple seasons ago, and it's really been biting him in the ass.
Yeah, dude.
In this season, man, it's been rough.
It's not been good. And I think, the one it's going to come down to, you versus Rick. And I think I just got to maybe optimistically, hopefully Rick can. It's not as good of a momentum as Keely got last week, because like I said, he and I were scraping the bottom of the barrels there, but I still feel like he can eke it out and get past Jerry. He's got the team to do it if, like, Russell Wilson decides to actually play decently and not shit the bed. And, I mean, he does have Austin Eckler on COVID, but I still feel like he's got a lot of other options.
He might come back with the new COVID protocols instituted this week. He might be back because he's vaccinated. So there's hope.
There's definitely hope there. I think
they're the Sunday night game. I think so.
So I think he can maybe eke it out. It'll be close. I think it has the potential to be very close. It can always go either way, but I think this has a potential to be a very close game, and I think he can eke it out.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. I promise that this week I'll actually post the video, unlike last week. So I'll definitely post both.
That's right, you did.
I'll definitely post both of them this week. You'll be seeing 2 links coming out. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, no, rough week last week for myself. So you'll be seeing both our predictions and whether or not we even remembered them correctly coming out this week. I
didn't write them down. So we might be entirely wrong and just being like hindsight. Yeah, we said they'd be win. Definitely.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, good luck, everyone. Hopefully a better week 16 and a better Christmas than we just had last week.
Absolutely. See you guys on the flip side.